So in this video, we're going to do our assessment points. So when I find that I've been teaching everybody, especially if they've learnt massage first, they want to call it the palpation points. So like it is assessment points, and they kind of correspond to other areas. Now, why I've got my little array of equipment here is because when I got taught, we used the end of a pen like that. So it was, because you don't want to be digging or anything like that. You can buy these ones. Trevor Wozencroft sells ones like that, which is kind of literally the same as that fine little pen. So that's good. I hope you don't go off with that paper there, Mo. That's okay, good. I come this way anyway, we can save it. Now, I've also got, so different people use needle caps as well. So again, just be mindful of how you use it. The scratchy part is going to give you more of a positive reaction than not. And so like if you only had a pen, the same, just be mindful of how you're going to use it. So, you know, like digging in like that, she moved away just then compared to like that. So again, if you've got nothing else, I often just use my finger, again, making sure that my nail's not too scratchy, and I just go along like that to see what I get. So some of the assessment points are acupoints, so I'll use those three as an example. So acupoints, when they're reactive, usually have, in electrical terms, a more positive charge or more acidic, things like that. Think of lactic acid, and it's more acidic, so you're more likely to get a reaction from them. So it doesn't have to be really hard. Other points are over muscles or fascia areas, and that's what you're looking at in those sorts of ones. So this one especially is over the fascia of the shoulder. So, okay, so we'll start. I might just use the needle cap at the moment. So our first one up here is, your massage. I often see, so people that do the other course, they start going like this, and the horse starts yawning. You're not giving a massage as much as nice as it is. So you're going in to assess. So you can scrub along that way. You can go along that way if you like. She's going to sleep. She's like, oh, I'm giving a massage. Now, this again, I say to people, you don't have to say in this spot. If you've watched some of the other videos, you'll also see that that's bladder 10 around there. If you're looking at it from a massage point of view, it's your head obliques. So you might get the positive reaction from it being sore head obliques, or have a look to see what bladder 10 means. Or you can also go on an adventure. I often go, okay, how far do you extend down? Does it literally only in that spot there? Is it more reactive over there? Things like that. Because remember, again, it's an assessment, and these are tools to help you with your assessment. Now, on the picture, which we did a new one, so you guys that are watching the video that have the old picture, often got me to do this so that they can relate to what we actually doing in the pictures and the video. So this one here is over this tendon, and it's a flicker. She's not really saying anything. Not really. She might have a little thought, but it's not like if they've really got it, you'll go like that and they'll be ping. The one over in this area too, which is not on your other sheet, but is over the cervical vertebrae. So you're just going like that. So I'm doing it, and that's not hard. It looks like my hand's hard, but it's not really. So again, I'll do it with that. The needle point. She's not really saying anything, just to see what reaction you get from that. Now over the acu point, Yes. So, what I forgot to mention was score it out of 1 to 5. It's your scoring system. So just be consistent with it. So you have 0, 0. I think it was that one there. That one there, I'd be like, maybe like half. This one, that one there is, oh gosh, I'd probably say that's, at least 3 or 4. Just because of Quay, she's not a super overreactive horse. If I did that on a different horse, it could literally just be like 5, 5, 5. So, but she's one of these ones that like, I'm going to hide it a little bit from you. Anyway, so the next one, not so much. That one I'm expecting this one, and I wanted to see what it was in relation to that one. So that's just a little clue for those sorts of ones. Oh, I forgot this one here, Jess, to mark it up. I'm just going to press in there. That's more like a, and I've just got to watch my nail, that I'm not being naily. So I might just, no, she's not moving away from that. Okay. Now this one is just, that one's sort of just around the biceps, shoulder, joint. Just having a little look. At first I thought that she did, but I think that was just a, oh, hey, you there, because she hasn't said anything afterwards. This one here, this one's a new one. Some of the people that are on the course see me do this one, so I've just decided to add it in as like a little bonus. So that one is a fascia one. I want to see how, if only my points that are around this area, if they're reactive, if it's affecting this as well. So she's moving away a little bit, so I'm just going to say, okay, she's moved away. Is that just because that's what Quay's like, or is it really affecting you? So we'll just leave that one as a thought. This one here, cross, and then again, just press in. See, she's saying no for that one. That's good. Next one up here, again, if you've already looked at your bladder stuff, it's around bladder 13. If you're doing the massage course, that's your spinalis. The saddle point. And she's saying no to that as well, so that's really cool. Now, this one here, you can just, again, so if you've done a massage, we go along to check that as well. But when you're doing the red light course, I want you to think with a different intention. So go slower, because when you watch the association points video, you'll understand exactly what I'm saying. So remember, so that's 13, that's 23. In the middle is all the other numbers that are the association points for other meridians and other meanings. So when I go along, I want to be quite specific as I'm going along. And if she gives me reactions, I'm thinking of it from an assessment along the back, but I'm also in the back of my mind thinking of the association points as well. And it's very interesting. So as you cross over your massage knowledge as well, you're going, oh, okay, that's the lumbar, that's the medial glute insertion. There's all sorts of things going on in your mind as well. But also it's fun to have a look at the association points and see what they mean, and also those acupoints themselves along the bladder meridian, because some of them will say lumbar pain and things like that, but it's the other little weird things that they say, the little Chinese people again, say what they could be relating to as well. And then again, we'll get you to go off on a little adventure on the course. Is you do the association points, you make up your little list of what you found, and then make a plan according to what you found. And some of them have been really cool. Okay, so this one up here, you've got your tuba sacrale. In the massage one, we can, if we can find it, it's in here somewhere. Squeeze it together. okay, we're kind of squeezing something. Oh, there it is. I just found it. Squeezing it together. Now, this one with people, and I watch them really carefully about how they do it, because it's not about if the gluteal muscle which attaches into there is sore, because if I do that, that's going to have a reaction, but at a muscular level. So with her, it's going to be a little bit harder. So I'm trying to actually get the bones and put them together without influencing. See, I don't get a reaction by doing that because I've changed the way that I'm doing it. The other way that I can do is, that's what this line is here, is scrub along next to it. So she's giving me a reaction there. Now, if she had a bigger tuber sacrale, but I'll try it anyway, is that I'm going to actually find it like that and push into it that way to see what she tells me. See how everything's a little bit different. So don't always just think, oh yeah, that's that straight away. Okay, and then last rib. Okay, another safety point here. So on play, I'm going to do it here, which is not saying enough, but I wouldn't do that out in the field. I'm going to swap over. I'm actually going to come out here with my hand, and I'm going to go like this, because this one is to do with estrous cycles, a whole lot of things like that, abdominal pain. So if that hurts, they're going to cow kick you out the side. So be safe, and sometimes they actually, with the intention, which is the next one as well, you just going there and they're already giving you that evil eye. So the next one here is her tubercoxy. So you come across the top. So again, so I can feel up. She's not doing it now, but at first I could feel it bouncing around up in here. So she had a bit of a reaction, but it went up, no, still there. And it's actually just there. So as soon as I go to that point, so again, you can break it down, your assessment. Where in that arc was it? It's just there, just before. The next one, which is another favourite one, which is like only in the red light course, is my Stifle one. So I'm going to go below, because when she was obviously doing what she was just doing when I marked her up, find the bottom of the tubercoxy and scrub across the bottom like that. If their stifles are hurting, they will want to kick you. They will get very upset. So that one, you know, I always go to. I feel that there's some mechanical issues with the stifle function. You know, it's not in synchronicity. I'll go and check there, and I'll like, yeah, okay, that's not actually even hurting you. So the next one is across the top here. So remember, we've got our the bladder meridian where it does the zigzag. So, and just going across both. So she's given a reaction there. And it was more in here. So again, I look up the points. So far she's told me that that medial gluteal is reactive as a whole, but I would like to see from what points that are in that area. So it'll be like 25, 27, things like that, and see what they relate to as well. With the hip circle, you find the hip circle, which again, my drawing's not quite in line. If you're having trouble, ischiatic tuberosity, come across. You can also come through where you come against. Remember that it's actually the head of the greater trochanter that you are feeling. So in relation to the size of the bones of your horse too, some of them can be huge. Also how their pelvis is shaped can be closer to here or a bit further over. So just try to make it move. Here you go. All right. So I'm going to, and with this one, I try to make it a clock. So around, 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 around. And the clock face means different areas as well. So note that down. So remember, as you're going through doing your assessment, you're marking down what parts in your 0 to 5 scale, what is giving you a reaction and what hasn't. Coming down through the poverty groove, I just give it a bit of a run like that. And she's not really saying anything at all, which is really good. Means that whatever she's doing in life is not annoying her issues that we know she has. So that's okay. So you can make a whole treatment plan just out of your assessment points. So with the ones that were reactive, you can actually go with your light. So we knew that this was one of them. And we can just go through and treat those. When I did the externship, that was, literally that we had to do an assessment every time we saw the horse. And the most interesting thing is, because remember they're little onions, is what becomes 0 and what gets increased to a higher number, and it's not always what you think. I saw a horse that was suspect kissing spine. This is years and years ago. Had a whole lot of, she was barking, she had a whole lot of stuff in there. At the end, the thing that she was showing the most was up in here. She just didn't want to let that go, and she was that kind of horse, so that was kind of interesting too. So again, you can go on adventures just from your assessment points. Again, if you have questions, please ask, because I'm pretty sure that everybody else will be asking the same question in their head. Thanks.